Okay, so last time you guys were able to make your way to the settlement of Poin after helping a wrecked cart and Elvan to get themselves back on the road. And whilst at Poin, doing the normal routine of having the most rather hard to explain parts of the party stay outside in the forests, you were able to get through the magical search at the gates. With Clarke's eye and Demir's maw being seen by the gate guards, they called over a more magically inclined specialist to look them over. They allowed you entry, as just like before, they do see similar things with the daemons that come over from Asura. Though they did ask that, well, you offered that you weren't going to stay here for much longer, so they were fine with you coming to spend your money and to leave. They also mentioned that you could go see a witch in the northeastern parts of Poin, who could possibly do something about that, but who knows when it comes down to it. You'd already known that a fisherwoman Knife was in the northeastern port anyway, so this just kind of confirms that she hasn't been moved. You did some selling and buying of your equipment, mostly to refill your camping gear and the like, before heading off to the port. Conversing with Knife, she was definitely hesitant to speak with you, as when she first laid eyes on you, it seemed like she was just able to either sense the marks, or since you believe her to be a devil, she has that same inclination to kill you on sight. Talking with her, you know at least the second part could be partially true, as she did mention there were voices in her head commanding her to kill you, but she showed no signs of attack or really any outwardly offensive defense, aside from holding a crossbow, as she was unaware of what you wanted with her. With the scale in hand, she knew that you had something to do with the Drake Zilkan, who was her brother's friend. Explaining the situation, she agreed to go to Mokta on the condition that you escort her there. However, there was one condition to that as well, as since you guys are marked by devils, and she is a devil herself, she offered up a two-way contract of sorts. Basically, it came down to that she would not do anything to harm any of your four party members, and that you four would do nothing to harm her. That's something to say that you can't tease one another or aid one another, just that you can't do any sort of harm. That would also come down to her revealing your devilish presence, just as you revealing hers, as that would be indirect harm of basically having people attack her on your behalf. With those signed, though, Crom was similarly hesitant as Knife was when you first met, and almost charged her down in the forests, trying to give a grand display of her arrival rather than doing any sort of stealth. Demir advised her to afterwards make a grand display and not use any stealth, and that she wouldn't be attacked. So she's going to continue what she's doing. With the contract signed, she said she was going to go back to the city and rest, as you guys were going to be heading out in the morning. And you probably just don't want to have as many days together as possible. You had a relatively calm night, if not for nightly terrors and discussions about recent events, especially Crom being a bit more broody than usual, having had signed a contract after he had kind of sworn never to do so, but needs must, and it's come to that. And we ended off last session just as you guys had finished your nightly rests and woken up to the morning, where Knife made a grand display on her arrival, and thankfully was not attacked this time, or at least no one tried to, as she went to the road to set up her own mounts and the like. So we shall continue from there, as the party is getting themselves together. Is there going to be any spellcasts for the beginning of the day, or any discussions?
Nothing from Crom.
And if you do want to see what Knife looks like, I do have a page for her now. Okay. As everyone goes to the road, you did decide that Knife was going to be point woman on this, as you can all see that she is astride a horse at the front. Though if anyone does look at the horse, you can roll perception.
There you go, Crom. You just needed a new token.
Whoa.
That's all you need.
Come on, and you're all still above me. What is this?
Technically, that is +4 as well.
How do you have a 0 to your perception?
Clarke is not wisdom based, nor is she gonna put anything into perception when you've got 3 other people that can do it.
Alright. Who has got +4, Crom?
Me for favored enemy. If it is a devil or animal, I don't know if it's either, but just saying. I don't know what's showing in there.
In this case, no. I mean, for the notes, you need to put the notes in the perception skill page.
I'll put it in there then. That's fine.
However, Menfa and Crom, you can see that the horse is disguised. Outside of that, you don't know much else.
All right.
And if nothing comes of that, you will head on your way. Is Demir summoning up the chocobos as usual?
Yeah, I already spent 5 MP for the day for 4 chocobos and mage armor.
Alrighty. As you set off from Point with Knife at the front, thankfully nothing really hounds you during the first part of the day. No guards coming charging you down or any sort of people wanting to know where Knife has gone. However, as you are traveling through the road, I'll need everyone to give me a perception again, please. That's it, get those 20s out now.
Oh, so now it's in there.
No, still rolled a 19. So why am I using all my high rolls for perceptions?
Take that out there.
Alright, so everyone will notice this, even Clarke. As you're traveling the roads, you will all be able to pick out that there has been a sort of objects having been slid across the mud and leads into the forests. Everyone besides Clarke will also notice specks of blood leading over there.
Sorry, go on to me. You first.
Should we be checking that out?
Cromwell just dismount. We're on chocobos right at the minute.
Yes.
He'll dismount and just have a look over at the drag marks, just to try and establish what this could potentially be that was dragged away. Like, was it an animal kill? Was it, what could it potentially be?
It'll be survival.
And I'll also drop down and try to gauge like how old these trucks seem to be.
Survival as well. Crom, you'll know that it is a medium-sized creature, and to your best knowledge, it would be some sort of humanoid, not an animal. And Menfa, you know that the tracks are about 10 minutes old.
Alicia Terry, these are really fresh.
Looks about our size. Let's go then.
Alright, let's get it on with.
You might want to keep your friend back there unless you want something to happen to her. I ain't gonna do shit to her, but you never know what this thing could be.
Oh.
I agree with the Varg. I would much prefer to stay at the back if there are any confrontations.
And they'll just go off into the forest.
And I will follow.
So will Demir.
Clarke will too.
As the party follows the tracks into the forest, it takes a few minutes before you're able to see a humanoid with a large cloak hiding the rest of their body at the back, who is standing over a corpse. You can see that they are casting some spells, but what you can identify as would be rather hard to do so from the back, as you can also not see their hands or what they're affecting. However, nobody's really doing any stealth. And as you approach, they will turn around as you notice that it is a male Grier. Everyone can roll sense motive.
Tell us their emotions immediately.
I don't know what emotion it is, I just know if they are.
Menfa, you can tell from a look upon their face that they are both surprised and defensive as they look at your party. Demir, you can tell the same. At which point they will yell over to your party in Infernal, which I'm pretty sure only Clarke and Crom can understand. In the name of Cain, what master do you serve?
Is that a name we recognize?
You don't. Well, I guess you would hear. No, Infernal actually isn't. When people speak in Infernal, they don't say the names. They say it in their weird sounds, so you wouldn't know.
Okay, I wouldn't know anything.
I'll let Clarke take a lead on this one. Don't really want to talk to this thing. Unless they don't want to do it either.
Clarke? If you have forgotten what Griers are, they are humanoids that have wings and horns, similar to very small-sized dragons.
Yeah, the dragon people aren't they? But yeah.
Aside from that, they have no scales, they just have the wings and the horns. They look like a normal hume otherwise.
Well, the question is, do they speak common or do they speak draconic?
They speak
Well, they
Infernal.
just spoke to you Infernal.
Never mind. Well, if that's the case, Clarke will reply back in Infernal. What appears to be going on here?
He asked us which master we serve.
I mean,
That's what they said. Well, that's what they asked to you.
well, we serve no master. Freelancers. Not the class, just the people.
I'm glad you had to specify.
Before the gods just comes down with the ban hammer. No freelancers.
Those don't exist! At which point, Menfer and Demir, you can tell that their face softens a little bit more as the Grier then replies in common. So, more cursed beings moving around the forests. What's your business here? Wanting to see what the scuffle was?
Just came over to see what was going on. We saw some tracks, followed them, and came across you. What's with the corpse?
Bounty hunting. This one's been on the loose for quite some time. I was taking its body off the road so it doesn't have to disturb other people, but it seems you have an eye for dragged bodies.
Can I sense a motive that statement? Because we can't see the creature behind him, can we?
No, it has a wide cloak, so you can just see like the leg of the corpse.
Yeah, Clarke doing the same.
But yeah, you can sense motive.
Is in common, so I think anyone else can if they want to.
Yeah, they are speaking in common now. As far as you can tell, they seem a bit miffed at your presence, but aside from that, they aren't outwardly lying.
Interesting. Who put the bounty on them?
Just some of the guilds over in Ricky. They've had a few prison breaks, some interlopers from Kine wanting to get their people back out again. This wasn't one of those, but he was a part of the escape. Serial murderer. Don't think you have to worry too much about them being dead.
You mind if we have a look? Might be someone we recognize.
If you're fine with gore. He then takes a few steps to the side, at which point you can see he has in his other hand, underneath the cloak, a shrunken head, and that the corpse that's leant across the tree is also headless.
You wouldn't have happened to, been hunting down a Guado recently, would you?
I suppose it's easy to identify them with those long fingers. But yes, it was a day ago or so now. They were a kind spy. They were hoping to get to the rivers of Poyne and charter a boat across into Mysteria lands. Thankfully, I got to them before they did that.
Does this guy have any kind of, like, badges or, like, any tokens that they belong to a guild, or are they just a freelance mercenary from what we can see?
As far as you can see, there's nothing prominent across them that you could link to a group.
Sorry, I think someone else was going to say something then before I butted in. Was it Demir?
No, not yet.
Look, I gotta ask, why'd you speak to us Infernal first?
I can see those marks across you. Well, I don't even need to see those if I can see that horn coming out of your head. But I've had to hunt a few devils in my time. There's always some script you can use to see if they'll out themselves, but you didn't reply in the same fashion.
Good to know. Frankly, we have a lot of shit to do and not a lot of time to do it. I take it if I turn around here and the rest of us do, you ain't gonna walk up behind us and put one of them. Have they got any weapons on them at all?
Yes, they have a short sword on both hips.
Yeah. You ain't gonna put one of them fancy blades in our back, are you?
You got a bounty on your head?
Not that I'm aware of. I wouldn't recommend trying to get one if there was anyway.
Regardless of any intentions on both sides, I'm not hired to fight either of you, and unless you're showing hostility, you can just be on your way. Unless you're wanting to do something with the corpse. It's a criminal, so I don't know how much attachment you have to that sort of thing.
Me personally, no. Don't really mean much to me.
Not really. We saw the blood and I thought we might be able to help, but obviously it's beyond that point, and if they were a criminal, as you would say, then there's not much we would have wanted to do anyway, so.
It'll take quite a hefty amount of gil, or quite the strong caster to bring that one back. But I suppose if you are the Good Samaritan sort, you could have aided them before I got their head.
Right, well, have a nice day. I think we'll be on our way. We got places to be.
As do I.
I'll keep an eye out, but yeah, just head back to the Chocobos.
Party returns to their mounts and move onwards. You continue for a few more hours, at which point you're at the 6-hour mark of your travel for a clear mind. And I'll need everyone to roll me perception.
All the high rolls are coming out now.
Yep. You heard it was going to be a perception-heavy day, so you changed the dice over. Jester?
Ew.
Alrighty. As you are traveling the road yet again, Knife will slow down her horse. I don't know if you're going to slow down to stop completely. However, everyone besides Clarke will see why she is stopping. Ahead, there is you could call it a canyon, though it's not really that deep. The road starts to get flanked on either side by short hills. In the middle of which, from this distance, you can see large mounds of white fur ruffling as they are bashing into something ahead of them. You hear several shouts from humanoids in the same direction, and it seems as if something is going on.
Never a peaceful day around here, is it?
Let's get this over with.
Aye.
The faster we get there, the faster we get out of this.
Is the party approaching the white mounds of fur that are hitting something?
Dismount,
so.
but yeah. Unless
Alrighty.
Mentha's got any other ideas.
No.
Alright.
As you dismount and make your way forwards, you'll see two large hulking masses of wool attached to wolves that are bashing into a large raised part of mud. The mud starts to kind of slide around every so often, almost as if it was hastily created or not that strong. On the other side, you can just barely see the tops of what seem to be carriages, and you can hear the cries from inside as 4 humanoids are talking amongst themselves.
Can we hear what they're talking about?
They are yelling commands at one another to continue creating the wall, as they keep saying at the back that they don't know if that side is clear, but it is no longer making noise. As far as you can tell, the wolves have not noticed you, as they are very preoccupied with trying to destroy the wall of mud in front of them.
And these are like wild creatures from what we can tell. They haven't got collars or very obvious signs of ownership on them.
As far as you can tell from their backside, there is no collar on their tail.
Alright, well,
Clarke will sort of look at Crom and just look at him and the wolves and sort of just run her hand across her neck to kind of be like, are we killing them?
Alright, let's roll linguistics, see if you understand.
Come on, Crom. Oh, fuck!
Well, Clarke, you're very shoddy in your designs. Crom, what's your linguistics going to be? You going to suss out what they mean?
I have two linguistics if you really want me to roll it.
Yeah. All right. Even though Clarke is probably just terrible at sign language, you could possibly think that they were trying to mean like, you want to kill yourself, but you think that she means, do you want to kill these things?
Crom will just unhitch his axe, so he won't really respond to the statement.
Cool. In which Clarke will pull out her swords.
You would have your weapons out, I'm just gonna say.
Well, you know, ready them.
Alright.
Yeah,
As
it's like a
you ready
stance.
yourselves, you can go in a surprise round as Demir's using Shieldra.
Oh my god.
To the same part, Knife is also casting a spell on herself.
Great invisibility, I assume.
You can assume that all you wish, buddy.
Alright.
I will be leaving out Crom again, unfortunately.
That's fine. So we have a surprise round.
A surprise action, so move or standard. Since you only have one action, you can charge. It's just to your normal speed, however.
Okay, I'll just do that then. If
Yeah, Clarke would also charge.
which one are you charging? The one below you?
Yeah, the one's straight below me.
Yeah, I'll go for the same one then. And that is with +2 for the charge.
Same as mine.
I need to add the debuff.
Which one is Crom hitting?
The same one as Clarke.
Alright. You two come charging on down as you slash into the ass of this wolf. Having blood lets across the floor and across their fur, they howl. Well, it howls loudly as they both turn around to face you. Demir is casting a Shieldra. What is Menfa doing?
I'm gonna try and geomancy this wolf, so it should get both of them.
Alright. You're currently standing atop mud. As for area, it'd probably be plains.
Alright. Mud.
Aiming at the wolf on the left, you create a whirlpool of quicksand as it crunches around their feet. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Immobilized. Let's have a look-see. Pretty sure that save is wrong. It is. The bonuses aren't in for some reason. Alright, however, that will indeed immobilize that wolf on the left. And as far as I remember, immobilizes they can't move.
Yeah.
Cannot move, but can do other actions, provided those actions do not require him to move. Okay. And that'll be it for the surprise rounds. They'll go to Menfa's real turn.
Then I am going to put Geoavoidance, say here. Actually, no. Put it here. It should get up all of us. Most of us.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. You'll go to the wolves.
+2 dodge on G avoidance, yeah?
Yeah, I'll just roll it.
Alright.
Alright, four
Okay.
rounds. Before I'm
Both
playing.
of the wolves go onto their hind legs as they fill their maws with a icy frost as they breathe it outwards. As both Crom and Clarke need to roll me 2 reflexes, please.
Noise to roll that as well.
Yeah, Clarke needs to give me 2 reflexes.
Wait, I have surges for this. Wait, do I?
Can they see us from here?
The humanoids behind the compacted dirt cannot see you. Knife can see you.
Yeah. I'll be searching.
Yeah, knife is fine. Go on.
I take it that's going to be on the second roll.
Yes.
Is Crom surging or no?
No.
Okay. You will both dart to the sides, keeping most of your body outside of the frost, however, still taking a sizable chunk of damage. As you both will take 25 ice damage.
Glad I avoided that second one.
This one is then going to 5 step up. Oh, he can't move.
He can't
Sorry.
move.
The other one is going to 5 step here. And we'll go to Crom.
Okay. Crom as a swift action will activate Animal Focus, and now knowing they do that, because really we should have done knowledges. Can we roll knowledge on these creatures?
Yes, Knowledge Arcana.
I do not have that trained, unfortunately. That will be one for the list.
Is that it for the Arcanas?
I think so.
Mantha not got it?
Nope.
Alrighty. You all know that this is a winter wolf, a bear-sized wolf with white fur and a rime of frost around its muzzle. Its eyes are pale blue, almost white in color. You can learn 2 traits.
With those traits, I mean, we have some spellcasters, so I'm good with the first 2, unless you guys want something different.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yep. Can't.
We'd be all good.
Cheers.
Alright. Its weak save is will, and it has a weakness to fire. Who would have thunk it?
Okay. We don't know how many more of those breaths they have, so I will Animal Focus to use, I believe it's Mouse. Yeah. So Mouse grants evasion for a minute. Nice and swift. I cannot Hunter's Mark this thing, so... I'll just say to Clarke, finish that one off, I'll deal with this one. I'll focus it there. And I'm just gonna Fire Strike whack it. That is -2, sorry, to the attack roll. Because I still have charge on.
You slam the axon down fiercely into the side of that wolf as it yelps out.
Don't you have 2 attacks?
I do,
You
but I
start
will strike.
striking.
Ah. Let me stop, sorry.
No, that's alright. I was just thinking I haven't got anything. I normally have move actions stuff, but not in this instance. And that is me done.
Demir, what shall you be doing? Knife asks.
Well, trying to kill these wolves for one.
Very well. She'll then cast a spell. Is Crom and Clarke accepting the spell?
No, not personally.
Clarke?
I keep having sound glitches. It keeps cutting out. What did you say?
I'm Knife is casting a spell. Are you accepting it?
You know what? Yeah. But she's just going to be very hesitant. She's probably too focused on fighting that she's kind of like accepting it without realizing she's accepting it.
Alright. I will need Crom to give me a will save. Crom's getting it if he wants it or not.
You have no
Yeah.
choice.
Not the best. Well.
Right, the area is filled with a yellow light as both Crom and Clarke have the frosty parts of their skin heat over as your wounds are healed for 23.
Ah, negative.
Apparently Clarke hurts from healing. He's got zombie status.
There we go.
She is then going to move off into the corner. Clarke. I take it that spellcraft doesn't know what she cast.
Yeah, I want to know exactly what she was guessing.
She cast Cura.
Okay.
Clark's going to use a mythic power to fleet charge and full attack.
Yeah, you don't-
She's got.
Have a swift because you used an immediate.
I use my immediate. I don't have a swift, so therefore I will just a full attack it.
Sorry.
Hey, we've got to be fair.
Yeah, boy.
You swing down with both your blades. The first one cuts into the creature as it falls to the floor. Do you want to 5 foot step?
5
put the
foot.
others in?
Bring it. Put the rest on the other one.
Alrighty. 5-footing over. You attempt to go for the crit of this fella, but its hide is too thick. As your second attack will bring that one down.
Nice.
Nice. After like a loud thud of the bodies on the floor, Clarke will sort of just shout over the mud wall. It's clear. The wolves are gone.
But the wolves are gone, you said?
Yep.
Dark.
Both bodies
Crom will stop.
lifeless
Sorry,
on the floor.
Crom will climb the cliff to the side, see if he can get around and look at the other side.
The walls are 15 feet tall.
Yeah, I can climb at full speed.
Yep, it's fine. I'm saying that the mud walls here are 15 feet tall.
Okay. I mean, I could just climb the wall, I guess.
It's made out of compacted dirt. You could just stab your claws into it.
Yep.
You can go Red Riot.
As I'm climbing over, I'll just say, might look similar, but I'm a bit smaller, and I'll get up to
The
top.
first thing they see is a muzzle.
As Crom climbs atop, saying they might see something similar, they see a much darker furred Varg with a massive horn out from his forehead. Didn't know they were a part of a devil pack.
Now we only just met, so I'm gonna let that one slide. Would you mind dropping the wall? I'll check the other side for you while you speak to the rest of them.
I can't drop the wall. It's when it's made, it's there. We were just gonna dig him out over time.
Fine. Just tell your friends not to shoot me. And it'll just sort of go around to the side while the others make their way in or over, I guess, unless you want a hand getting over the wall. Oh yeah, the old token on for some reason.
Is Crom asking that to the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
They not just get rid of the walls?
Being meant they can.
I'm easier to take him down.
Do that.
I'll grab my shovel.
And you won't need that.
How's he going to get rid of the dirt wall if he doesn't use a shovel?
Probably crack it with the axe and just pull it apart.
You're on the other side. I'm on this side. Menta softens the dirt. We just shovel through until there's at least a dwarf-sized hole.
Any more Clarks? Just
Yeah.
gonna sit back and watch them do the work.
That's why it's only a dwarf-sized hole.
Miss, you mind if we do that for you?
That's fine. That's gonna speed it up.
Yeah, let's drop down and assist him here.
Yes. I mean, unless you want to just hit the dirt wall, I can do soften earth and stone.
Yeah, I could just whack it if you want, and because doesn't soften it reduce like the hardness and things like that?
Dry earth becomes loose sand and dirt, sand or dirt. Stone
Oh, so
becomes
would that-
soft clay. Wet earth becomes thick mud.
Oh, so would it just fall down?
It's just gonna fall down.
That works.
10-foot square area to a depth of 1 to 4 feet. So it's like one area of it is gonna collapse.
It's already severely beaten by the wolves, so if you, like, just in Jenga, if you weaken the bottom parts, it will come crumbling down.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The wall collapses down into a heap of dirt on the floor, making a small little mound, but most things could move over it without too much difficulty.
I'll back up. I know the others are a lot easier to look at than I am.
Demir backs up and tries to drag the corpses off to the side of the road as much as possible.
You want me to do that for you?
Knife is gonna cast a spell onto Demir if he's accepting it.
Alright, I saw her heal them, so I guess I'll accept it, and I'll also try to figure out what she's casting.
You could
She
just
is-
ask.
She is casting Galka's Strength for Lesser on you.
Oh, perfect.
She will tap
Uh,
your shoulder as your muscles embiggen.
+4?
+4. And she will assist in moving the corpse.
If Knife's doing it, I'll just climb up to the other side. I'll leave these guys alone to do what they need to do. and check the other side, where you guys have a chat.
Is everyone okay here?
Bit startled, but as long as the wolves are dead, we should be fine.
Was it just the two of them, or were there more?
We were attacked from the south, but whatever it was, I think ran off.
Is anybody hurt? Do you need any healing?
We're just tired out from the experience. It's not often have to bring up dirt like that in such a rush.
Were you headed toward us or were you headed away from us?
We were heading southwards.
I mean, we're currently heading south as well. Travel together until we eventually split paths.
Why don't you take like 10 minutes and I'll get you some fresh water and you can take a quick break and we'll get you back on the road.
Alright, that sounds good.
And Demir will grab his trusty bucket and cast create water.
Oh boy, bucket water again.
It's a new bucket, so it won't even taste like tin.
You need to start buying cups for people so you can hand them out. Otherwise, you just have to pick up the whole bucket and like tip it.
Or use their hands.
They're gonna dirty the water like that.
And I will carry on through to the other wall.
Is it alright to take this one down as well?
Yes. I don't know why there's no creatures there anymore. The man to your left says.
And I will do the same thing and try and take this wall down.
Once they've all had some water, Demir's gonna use the carriages it looks like they have over here to help me climb up to the wall on the side opposite of Chrome. Do I need a climb check for that or not?
You can take a 10 if you want.
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
Once I'm on the other side, I'm gonna take a look at the ground, see if there are any like tracks.
You can
See.
roll survival.
If they were the same creatures, how many there may have been, stuff like that.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out from up here.
As you look across the floor, there are countless tiny pinpricks across it, at which point you can determine that there were a number of centipede-like creatures that scurried away after the wall was created. However, due to how many legs they have, it's really hard to tell how many there were. There were at least 4. But it seems they all scurried away off into the distance. Pretty sure Chrom's experience is wrong.
Yeah.
Is it again?
Well, I did an experience check before the game started, and it was like 3,000 more. Yeah.
I thought I copied someone else's. Right, okay.
You did. 2 people's are wrong.
I'll change that.
Well, whatever was down here seemed to have been deterred by the wall.
Well, I can at least be happy that you weren't gonna be always attacked on both sides. It was a terrible fright to be having that hit us on our not even halfway through our trek. But it's lucky we can do this and that we're on dirt.
Are y'all just gonna stand around or something, or what's your plan here?
I'm just keeping a lookout.
They were giving them a small break and then we're making our way.
It won't be long before we're splitting off towards the west. Are you also heading to Tinva?
Nah, no, that's not our destination. We're heading
Not
to
yet,
Moxa.
anyway.
We can travel together for about an hour or so before we split off then.
Sounds good. Bit of company.
Where are they? The man fumbles around in his tunic as he pulls out a whistle and blows on it. Either the Chocobos have run quite a distance or they got attacked by what was at the southern wall.
Are there any chocobo tracks down where Bentha was?
No.
Which direction did they run off to? Can you tell?
Wasn't paying too much attention to them during the whole expeditious construction. But I think they ran off to the left and right. Scurried over these little hills here.
Are there any tracks up here of fresh chocobo tracks that we can see? I know
You can
Demir's
roll survival.
Demir's not trained in that, so he's not going to do well, but we'll see.
Or we can go for faster ADS speed. So go for a bit of ADS speed. See what happens here. So you can see the
I don't know why my sheet is so slow.
So you can see there's a big movement on the handling around here.
Maybe you have 2 antivirus programs going at the same time.
And it doesn't go much further than that. So we'll leave it there. Minus 92. That looks pretty decent.
I think it's actually my internet.
Overtuning or undertuning the weapons. It's really easy to tune them if you just look at the graph.
Dog is just watching TV on his computer.
Now roll 20 is just not responding.
I can see if I can push the button for you. And I rolled you a 17. As Demir checks upon the cliff sides, even though it is more grassy up there, he will see 4 chocobo tracks that head off towards the east.
See.
I actually didn't hear what I said because my computer is just not working right now.
It's a good thing you're getting a new one. I rolled it for you. You got a 17, and you notice there are 4 sets of chocobo tracks going towards the east.
Right, they've got a couple chocobo tracks over here.
Are they being followed?
I don't know.
Seeing as we are running a charity, better go after them.
Do you need help going up the cliff, Menfa? Knife asks.
I think I got this. Gonna use terrain movement. Hey, it works. So with a take 10, that would be 17 for my climb.
Then you're totally fine getting up there.
I mean, it's just gonna. Yeah, I think I'm fine. And it just scurries up the wall.
Knife is then going
Thank you,
to
Doc.
fly to the top.
Crom will activate his climb. Animal focus, even. For +4. So everyone gets the +4 to climb the cliff.
Knife crouches down to the floor, picks up a feather, and is going to cast a spell. Demir, you know that she is casting Scrying, but she's doing it as she's moving, as it normally takes an hour to do so.
Can we call our chocobos up here? Will they come up here?
Your chocobos, let's have a look, see. I mean, if they're going to be... Can they be in the pack for the bonus?
It's designated creatures, so no.
Why not?
Because I can only select a certain amount of people.
Okay.
In the pack.
In which case, if they are taking 10, you would need to roll Handle Animal to command them to do so, but they would be able to.
Well, my Handle Animal's absolutely fucking terrible, so... I think we just huff it. And come back for the chocobos after.
Fail. Actually, you know what? There you go. I don't know if I failed or not now, but better
Can
than...
I... If I can see the dark stuff going after me, can I try and shield him from the people below us? Seeing him do this?
Sure, you could roll me stealth. Or I guess you would roll bluff, because you normally use bluff to take somebody's attention, and then it'll give him a stealth roll.
For fuck's sake. I'll try it, it's not gonna work.
Demir, roll me stealth.
Every
So in the
single
case
time
of
I-
Knife, Knife has already seen Clarke do it, and she's going to be very easily be able to see you do it.
No.
All right. As far as you can tell, no one says anything, but if they saw anything, who knows? They don't question you on it.
Cron will just wait for people to decide to turn up, and whatever Knife's trying to do.
And the question now is 14 enough to get the chocobos up here?
Yes, 14 would work, yeah.
Is it with a +4 Clarke?
Alrighty.
He'd be at
As
14.
you climb up the cliff sides and make your chocobos come up here as well, Knife is more than easy enough to get her horse up here. As you follow the tracks for a half hour, at which point you'll be able to find 4 of the chocobos unharmed. At which point Knife is just going to drop the feather and stop the casting.
Right, let's get the birdies back to their people.
Since you're no longer tracking, it only takes you 15 minutes to get back to the carriages as you ferry the 4 chocobos over. They don't need hand animal because they are more trained than your summoned ones, and you're also just humanoid, so they're going to follow you. They don't particularly like Crom, but everyone else they're fine with.
I don't like them either.
They don't come from a different world, not unlike your horn. At which point you'll have 4 of the chocobos for the carriages. However, you'll know there are still 2 missing.
See their tracks, did we?
Not towards the east, no.
They say that some went towards west as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we look for the tracks then. See if there's any other signs of them around the camp. Not the camp, the thingy.
The other side cliffs.
Yeah.
Yep, Crom, you're able to find the tracks for the other 2. And these ones are a lot closer as you travel 15 minutes and come back within 7. At which point, the caravan will have all of its chocobos back, and you're ready to set off with them in tow.
Alrighty.
You travel with the caravan for about an hour before they set off towards the west, and you set off more towards where the Drake's Den is. However, with the time spent looking for the chocobos, as well as the time you've already spent traveling for the day, you don't get much distance on the world map before you settle down for the night. However, as you are riding your mounts, Knife will slow down, talk to whoever it is at the front of your caravan. So who's at the front behind Knife?
I'll make a point of being at the back as far as I
Yeah,
can.
it's probably Clarke.
Just the person she wants to talk to.
Yeah, boy.
So, is that mist of yours another gift of that curse you're carrying around? Would have thought you'd want to be tapping into it if you're wanting to get rid of it.
No. That's nothing to do with our devilish taint. We're quite similar with you. In contract, we're in a contract of a void dragon.
The dragon you mentioned when we were at your makeshift camp outside the city.
That's correct.
So were you meant to be going on a grand quest for this dragon if it gave you such power? Or have you already done a grand quest for them?
I'm having to research why we got given the power because I've actually forgotten.
Because we saved it from the researchers.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, we returned its. I think we also returned one of its lava to it.
Children.
As well, 'cause we never
Yeah.
used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a return favor. We helped out the Void Dragon, so they're helping out back.
Well, that does seem to line up with your bleeding heart tales on the road, especially since we put so much effort into aiding the people we just met.
Well, there's no need to just let people die like that.
If we have the ability to help, why shouldn't we?
And not only that, those wargs or whatever they were in the path that we were taking.
Fair enough, I suppose. You do have some wayward ideas spurring in your head. But as we spoke before, it seems you are turning on a heel right now. What particular researchers were trying to, well, research that void dragon?
It was near around my home village.
Why are you telling her this?
Just conversation.
So you're alright telling the devil how to make things exactly like the things that almost destroyed our village back home? Did you just forget that part?
Not like I exactly know how they were doing it. Just saying what happened.
Yeah, and she might be able to.
I'm not exactly one for researching higher powers like that, so I don't know if you'll have as much need for being so cautious.
Now that the Void Dragon is free and getting better, I don't think this one has the power to even try, even if she wanted to, Chrome.
Ain't her I'm necessarily worried about. But no, go on. You tell her all of our little secrets and all of our little things we have dear to us.
I find it's often a weight off of someone's shoulders to relish in the past and talk about the woes.
It does help when you don't do it with the physical incarnation of evil. But yeah, I suppose.
This is the one that's manifested it from their head.
And you're made of it.
And did you see me use any sort of evilness against the people we just met?
No. I mean, we've known you for what? 2 days? Hell.
And you believe that 2 days is enough to already lambast me for what you believe I am?
So you telling me in your entire life you ain't done horrific acts as well?
Well, if you say as well, you admit you've had horrible acts yourselves. Does that not release you to your base werewolf instincts? You are the talk of children's nightmares, are you not? You're evil too, then.
Maybe a little bit.
Outside of any grand-staying hypocrisy you wish to be spouting, the only evil I have done is in retaliation and defense.
Find that hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe you can live a peaceful life with such hate around you.
Not anymore, probably not. But no, you were talking to the others. I'll let you get back to it.
With that sourness spoiling the pot, do you still wish to continue speaking, Clarke, or are we ending it here? It seems your fellows quite angered by my helpful presence.
I think the atmosphere speaks for itself. Just gotta remain quiet for a moment.
Very well. We shall then ride in silence. Knife then picks up the speed and goes back to a few feet in front of the whole group. If no discussions are to be had during the travel, you'll come to the part where you make camp. You find a rather wide clearing in the forests where you're able to set down your bedrolls and put up a campfire for the night. Without needing to be really asked, Knife will be a few feet away from you, kind of put up against a rock with her own bedroll. Does anyone do anything before going to sleep?
Nothing from me.
Nothing in particular.
We still need to make food for the day, don't we?
I mean, you bought a ton of rations. It's up to you if you want to be a survivor then.
I was gonna ask that we have a lot of rations, but is that gonna be enough for people?
So I'm a quick look and seeing what I've actually got that wasn't turned into.
No, we just got a whole lot of rations.
Yeah, I don't think that's been handed out just yet because I wasn't with you when that happened.
I think that's all in Demir's.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's your satchel thing.
Yeah, I've got it in the bag of holding. There's plenty to go around.
Yeah, if that's an option, absolutely.
The question is, do you want to supplement it with anything? And if you're willing to go and look for those things.
I'm happy to go scavenge.
Cromwell will just leave himself up and go out.
I only need to take 3 off, yes.
Unless you're wanting to offer food up to Knife, seems like it. Menfa doesn't need to eat, so...
Nope.
As you hunt around, you're able to gather up a sizable amount of mushrooms and even hunt down some small critters. Is Clarke whipping out her newly refined cooking pots?
She is indeed.
You cook up quite the hearty stew that no one can really turn a nose up towards it. Are you doing anything else before going to sleep?
How long would it approximately take for us to get back to Mokta from here?
To get back to Mokta, I think it's going to be a day and a bit. Because you move at 38. It'll be a day and a bit to get to Mokta.
So at least one more rest before we get there.
Yes.
Could we force ride the chocobos? Because they're... Well, I mean, just force ride the chocobos to go faster.
Not faster. You can do forced march, but up to you if you want to be doing that to creatures you summon into this world, because they go back to theirs, but they go unconscious. But if you're just summoning them to tire them out, that's not exactly a good thing to do, because they are still living creatures.
But it's not like, yes, it is important, but it's not like we're really racing the clock here, is it?
Correct. Alright, if that is everything for the nightly rituals. I'm going to need Crom to give me a will save, please.
I'll keep that.
Okay. Crom, as you are sleeping, you will feel your body start to get incredibly hot, and it feels as if something is gripping upon the horn in your head and trying to pull on it. You're unsure if it's to yank it out or to lengthen it. However, you do hear part of your true name in your ears again, though it's the same as before. And as you are awoken from this nightmare, nothing outwardly hostile is affecting you. However, you can see that Demir is also woken up similarly as creatures burst their way out of his face.
But mind affecting, and whatever did whatever did it, was it stunned?
It doesn't. You're fine. Demir will be awake because it is his watch. Everyone else would be prone right now.
Okay.
As I need people to roll me initiatives. You've not fully slept, so you don't get your rested MP. But it is technically into the new day, but you haven't got your rested 8 hours, so you don't have your daily ability refreshes either.
Ah, these are those things from previously. Yep.
We have fought before. With their surprise round, those three are also moving to the left.
This is the second night in a row this has happened, right?
Not in a row, no.
Oh no, sorry, it's the... We had the night before was okay, wasn't it?
Yes. You had a night outside of Point that was fine. The night before that was also fine, but you cursed out the devil and he decided he wasn't going to have that. I need Clarke's initiative. Oh, you just wrote in a new token, so there you go. You have fought these before. These are Eris Kagals.
Alright. Things were asleep. I take it I would not be in armor because it's medium, and I can't sleep in that.
Correct, unless you want to be fatigued, which would be terrible things. You'd be stacking fatigue.
No, as I say, I'm just shaking it out, so I'm not cheating.
Okay. Anyone else that is in medium or heavy, you would be not wearing your armor. However, if you did have mage armor on, mage armor should be gone now, because I'm pretty sure it's only an hour per level. And since you're only level 7, it would be 7 hours. Yeah, so mage armor is also gone. Which I need to tick off on knife. Remember to tick off shield, right, if you still have that ticked on.
I think I'm good.
Outside of... you're currently in... you're in a clearing in a forest, so I'll say yeah, forest.
I can get the specifics for it.
We'll say forest.
Alright. Then, I'll still to my initiative, I guess.
Alright.
Nice. That means you
Which
go
would
first.
put me out first, yeah.
Right. Then
I'm
first up,
asleep, so I don't know how much that helps.
everyone will wake up, probably from the yells of Demir, who is probably in a lot of pain as these devils crawl out of his cheek. And first up's going to be Menfa.
Oh no. Oh god. Why did I do this to myself? Yes, I mean, which square would I be in? I'm taking the...
This one.
Yeah, figured. There's no way to stand up acrobatically without provoking, is there?
Not with what you have, no.
Oh dear. Casting defensive is 15 double spell level, so that would make third level of 21. I should be able to also make that concentration check, so I'm gonna cast Geo Avoidance defensively. Let's put it here.
You will need to roll it because that did not. It just says the bonus.
Yeah, but it is because it's plus 20, and the DC is 21, isn't it?
Oh, you have, okay, that's fine then.
So I didn't roll it.
You crit failed those? I don't know.
No.
That's a
Yep.
skill check, so I don't think so.
Nice.
I mean, I'll roll it if you want me to, but I just figured I don't need to. Actually, take off the bonus too, because why not? I'm gonna stand up.
Right, as you stand, that Escher on your left will attack you,
Mm-hmm.
if it worked. Did that fix all of them? It did not fix all of them. Oh boy. Give me a second as I do this.
Do you promise to roll a low?
Okay. It whip its stinger into you as you stand. Your AC is 18, yeah?
It should be Clarke, correct?
Okay, so you'll go down to 14 because you would be prone and standing up. And as you stand, it will sting you for 6. And I'll need you to give me a fortitude save, please.
$26 for this poison.
You're able to stave off its poison.
Uh... Uh, uh... I'm gonna stay where I am.
Alrighty. These extra on the left are going to be casting spells onto Crom.
Alright.
Unit, they are casting Fire 2.
Technically, I am prone, so that's +4.
Yes.
Are you sure they're going to do that?
I am sure they're going to do that. What is your touch +4?
To be fair, my touch is 13. Yeah, 13. +4 would be 17, sorry.
Alrighty. As Crom is fumbling out of his bedroll, somebody tucked him in tightly. You are accosted with 2 tufts of flames. As Crom has hit 41 fire, I need you to give me 2 reflex saves, please.
God damn it. Alright. Oof. It's not dead. I'll come back on.
You have to do that when you're fucking... What was your initiative? It was 5. I think.
Like, yeah, 4 or something ridiculous. 4.2.
Okay. Crom burns a light within his bedroll. As Crom, you'll take additional 7 fire.
Okay.
Fella on the left is going to whip into Mentha with its claws and stinger. Mentha is hit 3 times for 16, and I need a fortitude save, please.
Hmm. I'm gonna search. Okay. $17.
Alrighty. As this thing pierces you with its stinger, you'll feel your body start to become icky all over as you take 2 dex damage. One off to the right is going to full attack Demir. Demir is hit 3 times for 20, and I need a fortitude save, please. You are able to stave off the poison. As it goes to Clarke, has Jester returned?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put it back.
It is your turn.
Because I'm kind of in between 2 squares. Which square am I
You're in this square.
Thank you.
You are
in that
currently
case-
prone, though.
Yep, Clarke will stand up, which will provoke.
The Escrigal will take it with their stinger. What armor type do you wear? Is it light?
I don't wear armor, I've got braces of armor.
Okay. So your AC would be 23 minus 4 for 19, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. As you stand, they will stab you for 3, and you also need to make a fortitude save, please.
And I'm going to surge that.
Alright.
17.
Poison surges through your veins as you will take 1 dex damage.
Just got it all back, man. And will she have her swords?
I'll say when you're standing up, you're picking them up at the same time.
Okay, good.
Because you would have them next to you when you're in the wilderness like this.
Yeah, and she'll attack.
And you retaliate against this devil with your sword as you stand. However, you know you're doing less than normal.
Do remember that you have +2 to dodge.
Yeah, I'll take the box.
Alright.
Demir.
Well, this is not exactly a great situation.
Nope.
If you can, and what are you gonna do with a 5-foot step to here? I can give fire resistance.
I was trying to see if I had cure on my personal sheet, but I don't see that I do, so I'm gonna have to use a mythic point to cast cure up.
You still take 5-foot steps, so you don't.
Where to?
To enter.
Also to be away from melee reach from this guy for casting spells.
My concentration's good enough that I'm not super worried about that right now.
And it already took an
But-
attack, but you know, still.
Yeah. Now I have to look up the actual cure spell.
20 feet has d6 up to 10 equal to your cast level. From where you are, you can get the whole party.
Yeah, so with my white mage and with the upcast from Mythic, that would make it.
Upcast doesn't affect cast level, it just affects the spell level, doesn't it? Oh no, it does. It's 2 cast levels higher, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
If
so
you cast it
that
regarding
would
that spell.
make it 9d6.
Hmm?
And I'm going to make it a healing spell so that everybody gets regen. This is caster level 3, so yeah, 3 fast healing.
Is that going to be for knife as well?
If I'm able to reach her with the radius of us, then
You will.
Sure. I won't exclude her from the healing. I mean, it's not going to help her right now, but
Well, fast healing is always useful.
How many rounds is the fast hitting for?
I will double check that in a second. But I believe it's like wisdom modifier plus something. So I'll look it up in a second.
Cool.
When my sheet loads. Six rounds.
Is that it from Demir?
Yeah, as soon as I finish actually healing myself.
Alright, we'll go to knife. We'll be in this square, it's going to stand up. We'll fight for a step to here. And it's going to cast a spell. She is casting a spell onto Clarke. Demir, you know she's casting haste. Is Clarke accepting it? Jester? Jester!
Yeah, sorry.
Knife is casting a spell on you. Do you accept it?
Considering the last spell she cast on Clarke was healing, she will accept it.
Alright,
Also,
Clarke,
you
you
get
are
the full-
hasted.
Oh. And I'm healed to full, did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Demir just healed all of us.
and you have
Lovely.
fast healing 3 for 6 rounds.
Nice. Wait, fast healing 3 or 2? Because it reads 2.
It's 3, so I forgot it's a 3rd level spell. It's my fault.
Yeah, 3rd level
Okay.
spell.
Nice.
Then go to Crom,
Fast
who
heal.
will be burning, as well as fast heal.
So,
Crom, you will burn for free.
do I reflex first, or is it the end of my turn?
You take the initial fire damage that it's on. It's your choice if you want to be using reflex to get rid of it.
Is it an action? to
I
get
will
rid
be
of it?
giving you fire resistance,
Okay.
so it's up to you if you want to use an action to get rid of it.
No. It says.
Oh no,
beginning of
sorry.
each
It's
subsequent
reflex
round.
for the initial. It's if you want to be rolling around the 4, it's an action.
No, I'm not doing that.
So you can just
just-
do a normal reflex to try and stop it to begin with anyway. Just get no bonus. You put out the fire, so you won't take the free.
All right. I'll stand up, which will provoke.
Indeedly. It will take it.
If it's attacking, I will attempt to immediate block with Mythic. Didn't really want to show knife that, but oh well.
Alrighty.
It's just +3, so it probably won't stop it hitting me.
It
It's
does
more the
not
fact I
stop
can hit
it.
it back. Whack it. Which ignores all the art. I
You
also get
will
stabbed.
retaliate. As it will critical stab you with its stinger. for 14, and you need to make a fortitude save, please.
Okay.
You would have used your immediate.
have, yes.
For that case, Crom will take 2 dex damage as you are poisoned.
Turn it off now. Not like I'm, easy to hit or anything. And then, seeing as I've got a standard left, I will Vital Strike the one that I hit.
Alright.
Be done.
And following up your first slash, you slash it again, though do less than normal.
Alright. You can't 5 a step after you stand up, can you?
You can. Knife did.
Can I 5 a step to here to save Mentha having to move anywhere?
Sure.
Because Mentha is elemental resistance touch, right?
Yeah, it requires touch.
Yeah, so I'll 5 for that.
That works for me.
Mentha, you need to give me a fortitude. You will stave off the effects of the poison. And as it goes to the top of the turn order, Knife is going to cast a spell. Is that enough? Demir, you know that she is casting Switch Fate, which will swap her initiative with the lowest Erskagal.
Ah. She has a lot of different kinds of spells.
And then you'll go for Mentha.
Alrighty. Again, casting defensively, again a 3rd level, so I can just make that elemental resistance communal for fire for myself, Demir, and Crom. And it should be 20 at this level. Yeah.
Nice.
And then for move action, I'm going to activate my Mage Ring.
Alright. You can be 5 stepping as well, or staying where you are.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Go to the Erskagar on the left, as they will cast spells on Crom. Clarke and Crom, you will hear that they're speaking in Infernal, that those 3 have fire resist.
Okay.
Mentha, you know that they are casting Thunder too.
Don't you just hate intellectual devils?
I'll try and communicate that before I get hit.
What is Crom's touch?
Dog shit is what it is. 12.
Alrighty.
That with the +2 from dodge.
Yeah. Which, then I wasn't very dexy anyway.
Okay. Crom, you are hit with bolts of lightning twice, as you take 46 lightning. This one over here is going to 5 a step back and do the same. However, he will fumble and shoot the lightning off into the distance. I'll need Crom to give me 2 reflex saves. You are fine against the static electricity.
Alrighty.
Knife is going to be casting a spell on Crom. Is Crom accepting it?
Mm. I've got no reason to say yes apart from the fact that I'm going to die, and that feels a bit metagamey. I'm going to say no, so I will attempt to resist it. This may kill me, but
You've never until this point wanted to fail a will save as much as you do right now.
Well, damage goes before the last devil, so.
yeah. I don't think it'd be in character to be like, yeah, no, I suddenly just really like this devil because I might die.
You also know that she's done nothing but help us so far, but it's up to Crom to interpret.
It's just hard.
I get it.
It's up to you.
Look, I get it. I play a character like that and it's fun, but it's painful.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Alrighty, roll me will save.
Typical.
You save. So you'll be taking a half effect. Let me just double check that is correct for her stats. Since you saved, Crom, you're only healed for 14.
Okay. Enough.
She then curses in common. God damn, arrogant werewolf.
Takes one to know one's sinstress.
She is not a werewolf, but okay.
I mean, the more arrogant part, but there we are.
Clarke, I need you to give me a fortitude save, please. You stave off the poison. And we'll go to Clarke's turn.
Clarke will full attack this little devil.
You are hasted, so you have an extra attack with your main hand.
Mm-hmm.
You get plus
You-
ones to
have you
stuff.
clicked on the hasted buff as well?
No, I haven't. So
So it's +1 to attack, AC, and reflex.
yeah, I'll take that now. Just +1 to those.
The
Oh wait,
first
no,
one
no, no,
will
no! I
hit.
already had ticked it.
Okay. The second one will hit. The offhand will hit. Fumble obviously misses, and the haste will also hit. And even with that barrage of several slashes, the Ereshkigal continues to stand. Or float.
Okay, fair play.
Oh, it's not floating, it's hovering with its wings.
Clarke will 5 foot this way.
Alrighty. Demir.
Alright, leave this to me.
Leaving to you.
He's going to kill them all.
I mean, he's done it before.
That is going on Crom.
Cool.
1 second. That is. Hold on, that should be higher. This is. Hold on, I have to look up that spell now.
You're free.
Yeah, okay, so it's 5d6 plus casting modifier. Okay. So that's okay, that is actually not that's normal. Okay.
Thank you.
And yep, that's all I got for that for right now. That's really sad. I got more on Cura for everybody than I did on Cure for you.
I see how it is. I see.
Is Demir done?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Goes to scroll down below. And he's going to go straight out the window. 5 foot stepping backwards and is going to cast a spell. You got no clue. Memphis got no clue. Clarke, you are zapped for 18 Lutnin, apparently. I need to give me a reflex save, please.
Lutnin.
Lutnin.
Lutnin, indeed. It is a German devil.
Oh fuck! I'm weak to Germans.
I'm weak.
Alrighty. Your body courses of electricity as you are staticked. It may have changed since whenever the last time you got affected by this. But every time you do an action, so in the case of 5 foot stepping, moving, standard, or full round action, there's a 50% chance you'll be jolted for d6 plus the spell level of what it just casts. It only affects once per round, though.
Ouch.
There's the text if you need it. But that is that one done over there. Crom, I need you to give me a fortitude save, please. We're keeping that, because I think you still have your meter to do, because this would be the beginning of your turn, so it would be using this turn's Swift if you used Mythic Surge.
I did have plans for my Swift, honestly.
You can say no, I'm just asking, so I can go ahead with whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping that.
Alrighty. Crom will be further poisoned for 1 dex damage.
Alright.
And we'll go to Crom.
Crom will 5% to here and attempt to wing out for a full attack for once.
You swing out indeedly.
Some very bad rolls.
As that second axe will cleave that Ershgal to the floor.
Can I still hit it with the bite?
Yes, you can hit the corpse, or the body. You don't know if it's a corpse or not.
Yep, exactly that. I still want to hit it.
Alrighty.
And that is me done.
Alrighty. And as we go to the top of the turn order, we shall have our break here. As Crom is already running away. As we still have quite a bit of this fight to do, we're at the break time anyway. And I shall be right back. Oh, you did do it, but you also overlaid the sound so it plays like 3 times.
I only hear it once.
It's because you hear it, but it's also broadcasting it, so it's taking your desktop audio and your mic audio.
Probably needs to be that setting then.
Because it needs to be monitor only.
Yep, I had it on monitor and output, so I just put it to monitor only.
Yeah. Alrighty. Go back into the fray. As it is Menfa's turn.
I'm going to move over to here. Is there anything I can do to try to mask that I'm casting a spell?
You would need to have silent and still spell, otherwise they're going to see you doing it and they're going to hear you doing it.
Okay, I can't sleight of hand it or anything.
No, because you're still up to doing vocal components.
Alright. I figured, but worth a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna do elemental resistance communal again. It's time for lightning for Crom, myself, and Clarke.
Clarke and Crom, you'll hear that the Esquirrel's talking Infernal, saying that that your group now has that lightning resist. Is that it from Menfa?
Yep.
All right. These air squirrel are going to fly around. I'm showing their names just so you can see their heights. As they fly to there, they're going to cast spells. They are casting Dark 2. And these are going to be on Crom.
It's a shame you can't mask spellcasting. I know there's some classes that can do it, but
I don't have the meta magic feats for it.
nah. It'd make it like a, for both, it'd make it like a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Crom, what's your touch?
Probably worse now. Saying 12, let me just double check that. Just recalculating. I feel like it should be lower than that. Apparently, it's showing it's 12, but I'm wearing no armor and I have 9 dex, so surely that would be...
Armor doesn't affect touch.
No, that's what I'm saying, but I'm not wearing armor and I'm not... My dex is 9 now, but it's showing my touch as 12. I think it's from Geovoidin.
Yeah, dodge does
What
affect
does it
touch.
supposed to do?
Yeah. So 12, apparently. I think it's because I must still be in the 11 bracket.
Maybe. Alright, you are blasted with 2 shots of shadow. As need you to give me 2 fortitude saves, please.
Okay. I will search that last one, because...
Alright.
Fuck it, why not? So there goes that. Recipe 19.
Okay, you will save against the effects, as both of these will hit you. The second one will crit you.
Getting lots of crits against me today.
This is my first crit, I'm pretty sure.
No, you crit me earlier.
You crit with a tail.
Oh yeah, with the tail, yeah, of course. As you're blasted for 75 shadow. Demir throws out that quick heal.
Still alive.
Get 30 back
Demir's-
from close ones.
Yeah, Demir's healing you.
Oh, okay, for 13.
He's just not saying anything about it, he's just doing it.
I don't gotta toot my own horn. It's already tooted.
Hmm. But you'll still be going unconscious, Crom, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I've just been on just the cusp of not being able to live a break, and I'm just dead.
That's the Ershkagal's done. It's gonna go to the knife. He doesn't even know if she should bother healing Crom, but he's unconscious, so he can't say no.
That's a sentence to be taken out of context.
Well, in your eyes, she's the devil, so
She still
definitely
is.
things to be taken out of context.
Hey, in her eyes, Crom's a devil as well. He's got the horn.
I like how one horn is now devilish. There's lots of other things with horns.
Your
Not like
horn is
that.
devilish.
What's going to be Demir's turn after her, so she's going to just let Demir do it. In which case, she is going to cast a spell. And will turn invisible. And we'll go to Clarke.
The other two are 20 foot in the air. So
Yes.
Clarke just go to 5 foot and go for this one.
As you 5 foot, you just hit the cusp of static as you get a static shock for your system.
But you have lightning resistance.
You do indeed have lightning resistance. Is it 20?
Yep.
Then I won't care.
Yeah,
Just-
that's why I need it for Clarke.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yep, you can still do it. You just take no damage. Go ahead.
Lovely.
There's just sparks in the air, but Clarke don't
Yeah.
care. Looks pretty in the night.
Oh, there. Oh my. What? How are there all 2 1s?
Oof.
Obviously, the ones will miss. The second main hand will also miss. The second offhand will hit.
5 attacks. Goddamn.
And it will fall to the floor.
Finally.
Do you want to be stabbing the corpse just like Crom's is taking a bite out of crime?
She can't do nothing else, so yeah, she'll just stab the corpse.
Alright. It will then go to Demir.
More Cure 3 for Crom.
Cute.
I need Crom to give me a fortitude.
Wow. Yep, no
Wow. Why is there like 2 spaces at the bottom of that?
I have no idea.
You would take another 1 dex damage. As your touch should now be going down.
Pretty, yeah, that's pretty the
And go to
threshold.
Crom.
These two are both 20 feet in the air, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Almost tempted to just stay prone, because I have the additional to my AC. Can't quite. How tall is this tree here?
Let's say it's a pretty thin one. 30 feet tall.
30 feet. I don't have the trick to stand up swift yet, so it's a move, isn't it, to stand?
Yes.
Okay. Very little I can do here. These guys haven't really been hit, have they? This one and that one, they're pretty much untouched.
Seems like it.
Best thing I can do really is take full defense.
Oh, you're not going to throw your axe?
Not yet, I don't have the stuff for it.
Hey, do
Well,
you have an
I
axe in your hand?
You take a lot of minuses for doing a two-handed weapon.
You can still do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so Crom's doing full defense.
Yeah, I'll go total defense.
Alright. Benfa.
This guy guys just keep switching their spells.
Oh, sorry. Can I swift action limit break as well?
Yes.
Or pack defense.
I don't
Just
think you
means.
used your immediate.
Nope. Oh no, I used my immediate, didn't I? But then it came to my turn. So yeah, no, should be fine. So everyone gets +4 dodge and 20% mischance, because we know how useful that is. Sorry, G.
No worries. Thinking. I'm not.
Nope. Self. Okay. Deflection helps touch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'm going to give Chrome Wind Armor.
Cute.
It does too, but I hope it helps.
I mean, that turn shot my touch AC up by a lot, so that's good stuff.
Is that it from Menfa?
We can see their CR, by the way, in the thing. I don't know if that has any impact.
I don't know why it shows the CR. I put their feet in there.
Yeah, I think that's that.
Alrighty. Goes to the Erskagals. Who are going to be shooting down upon Crom. Where's the mischance?
The best one there is, 20%. It always works, right?
Oh yeah, it works for me.
My touch AC is now 21, by the way.
Thank you. Oh. Well, you were correct in your assessment earlier about me getting a lot of crits on you today.
God's sake.
It is God's sake as well, because apparently it's just my dice.
Not my day today.
I need you to give me 2 fortitude saves, please.
I mean, does it matter?
They may have other things. You'll save. As you're blasted twice, the first one is a crit. As you'll take 75 shadow.
I take it the mischance didn't help me here again.
It did not, no.
Okay. Crom is dead.
Are you at double con score?
43, so yeah.
Alrighty. Demir's... Does Demir want to use close wounds?
Yeah, I was going to. It's probably not going to help that much, but
I don't think it would still stop me from being dead, honestly.
What's your double con score?
28.
28, so you need to heal for 15.
alright, let me see something really quick.
Also,
Oh,
I'm just gonna
16.
get hit again.
And he's got the fast healing as well.
Need to take the fast healing in your last round.
I did.
So you need to heal 16 or more. Can close wounds heal that amount?
I'm seeing if there's a higher level of close wounds that I might be able to get more from.
I don't know if close wounds mass is a higher variant. I just know it does more than one. Close wounds mass is more dice.
Yeah, that's
It's
44.
a 44 plus your casting level.
Plus 2 because I'd have to use because it's a healing spell and because it's what do you call it? It's a
So there is a potential for close wounds mass keeping him alive. Just gotta roll good.
yeah. Hold on, let me double check what the ability I have for increasing the healing. 1 second. And of course, as soon as I go to do that, Chrome says, I'm not going to do that.
What?
Chrome wasn't working for a second. Okay.
There's the white mage if you're talking about that. And
Yeah.
there's also that if you have that one as well or not. I don't know which ones of those, how many you've picked.
Yeah, so I have both of those, and it would be mythic, so it would be increased another +1 from that. So that would be 5d4 plus
9.
5d4 plus 9.
There's a chance.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Need 16 or higher. That is
Yeah.
certainly over than 16.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm still alive just about.
And that is, since we haven't gotten our mythic points reset yet, that would be my 3rd use today.
Alright. It goes to an invisible lady that sees that Crom is being heavily targeted right now. Crom boy cannot say no as he is healed further. Crom, you're again healed for 40.
Crom's getting real tired of being treated like a yo-yo.
Demir's gonna hold his hand up to Clarke and ask her to wait.
So we'll go to Clarke. Is she waiting?
Clarke will wait.
Demir?
I will take a 5-foot step and I will cast Fly on her.
Ah, you beautiful person. In my head, I was kind of like, yes, please, 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 please.
Fly.
You just get a static shot from her armor.
I
See
will
if you're
take
touched
MP
some
up.
metal. I take it that'll be it from Demir because you've already used your Swift.
Yes.
Alrighty. Clarke, you can fly. Since you're hasted, it is double speed.
So
It'll
it's
be 40 feet.
Yep. They're 40 feet up, aren't they? No, 20 feet up.
They are 20 feet up. I don't know why it keeps resetting.
Oh, it's fine. If that's the case, Clarke will fly diagonally up to this one and attack it. Question: does my fleet charge ability work with this? With flying?
Don't see why not. It says you're
Yeah,
full
just any
movement,
point
right?
during your movement. Okay, if that's the case,
It's been
she'll
used the same way
use a
before.
mythic point to fleet charge instead.
Fleet charge would not get up there because fleet charge is your movement speed, and going upwards is 20, and he's still far away from you.
Good charge, then fleet charge, technically.
Yeah, you can do it that way.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll charge and fleet charge. That first
Slam
one
your
will bypass
blade.
all DR. And I rolled a 1, of course.
You slash once, and then you just go straight wide as you're too speedy for your own good. Chrome needs to roll Fortitude. You are fine as you purge the poison from your system. And it's your turn, you've been healed. Don't know who by.
Chrome will probably just stay prone. Honestly, I'm getting hit by ranged attacks, maintain gel defense, and as a swift action, I'll activate Tiger Focus, so everyone gains a +2 morale to dexterity. That's me done. Actually, no, as a move action, I will target this boyo with Hunter's Bond, so Clarke, you get +2 to attack and damage against it. That's me done.
Medfa.
I can either try to give you shadow resistance, or I can ready an attack for them casting spells. I don't know which one's gonna be more useful.
I'd say option 2, just because they keep swapping element, but if you stop
Yeah,
them
that's
from
the thing.
casting... Because for
I
all we
could
know,
also
they've
try
got
to full
Blizzard.
attack since I got
Yeah?
attacks now, but honestly, I'd rather stop them from casting spells if I can. Alright, I'm gonna... I mean, Clarke is giving me cover against this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, figured. Then I'm gonna ready an attack with my... Yeah, already an attack with my staff against this guy when he goes to cast a spell.
Okay. Ishkel to the left is going to try acrobatics. What is Clark's CMD?
25.
He will succeed as he tumbles away. And it goes
right,
upwards.
I think your avoidance is gone now, yeah.
Alright.
Turn off.
And the other one, it goes straight up as well. To 40. And they're both going to cast spells on Clarke. Does Memphis have improved power weapons wielder or whatever it is?
I do.
Is that plus 15 feet or is it doubled?
It's 45.
Nice.
Then you should be fine to shoot
Should
it.
be able to do that, yeah.
Okay. That will blast him. He needs to roll concentration. He fumbled and will lose that spell.
Good shit.
The one on the right, the one on the left is still casting, however.
Clarke, you have your 20% miss chance and +4 dodge, don't you? In your AC.
+4 dodge? No, I only have +2.
It's +4.
Well, the +2 is gone because your avoidance is gone.
No, but pack defense is on for this
Yes.
turn. It ends after this turn.
So instead of +6, you have +4.
Okay, I've just ticked that in.
It gets through mischance, as I'll need Clarke to roll me Fortitude, please.
When did you get pack defense? Was that the other turn?
Last turn, yeah.
Would that devil got away if my CMD was 27?
What did I roll? Yes.
Okay. And what did you ask?
I need you to give me a Fortitude save, please. Keeping that?
Yeah.
Alright. You are fine against the effect, however, you will take 18 at shadow. Goes to knife. Oh, she can't cast that. That's too much of a time. She is going to cast a spell. As a chocobo will appear and use its turn to basically cover Crom and give him cover.
Okay.
Demir.
I'm trying to figure out the how far away these two are from each other. I need to know if it's more than 20.
They are 18 feet away.
Oh, good. I am going to use another mythic point, and I'm going to cast Lytra. They are going to need a reflex save, DC 18, I believe. Yes, DC 18.
They shall both save.
So they're going to take half of this, and alright, so they take 16 points of light damage, and they're unaffected by anything else.
Is that it from Demir?
That is currently it, yes.
Alrighty, it goes back to Clarke.
She will use another mythic point to this time fleet charge to the same one that she attacked before. Should be able to do it in her actual movement this time.
Yes.
Remember, you got +2 against attack and damage against that one.
Yep, +2 to that. I've just ticked the buff now for it.
You slam your blade into it. That bypasses. Yep. And then you're following.
Just coming. There it is.
Then you let loose with a flurry of slashes. As the first offhand will send the devil falling to the floor.
Nice.
As we'll go to Crom, who has been sat upon by a chocobo. You're just going to stay where you are?
If the chocobo's giving me cover, a lot of my,
Yes.
to be fair, a lot of my shit is just... Yeah, a lot of my other stuff has run out, so my dex isn't fantastic. Can you shoot a bow from prone? Or would it be still being in
No.
cover?
You can't shoot a bow from prone. You can only shoot crossbows and cast spells while prone.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose. I'll just not do anything.
Alright.
I mean, I'll Hunter's Bond it for the +2 for weapon attacks and damage, but that's me done.
Menfa.
+2 for the weapon attacks and damage. Getting buff now. I'm gonna just full attack the guy with the staff.
Alright.
+2 should be in there.
The first one will blast into the creature of mud, however the second one will just fall short. Goes to that Irish Gull. They are going to fly around. And we'll shoot a spell at Clarke. Clarke, I need to give me a fortitude save, please. You are fine as, well, not fine, but you're blasted with 24 shadow. A bunch of healing is coming the way of Clarke. Clarke, you are healed for 31. As an invisible orb touches you and heals you. And we'll go to Demir.
I need to see the range of all my spells real quick.
You would need to use a medium or long range to actually hit the thing.
So close range isn't gonna cut it.
Close would be 40 feet at this level, I'm pretty sure.
It
It's
is
25 plus 5 every turn.
Well, shoot. There's not very many white mage spells that have that sort of range on it.
Mostly just lighter and whatnot.
Yeah, the base light is just close.
Mm-hmm. AoEs are generally medium to long.
I need to see holy weapon. What's that do?
It would be same as elemental weapon, but she's just holy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, holy weapon is medium, I think.
Yep.
It is. Alright, none of that's going to work, so I'm just going to cast a Cure 3 on Crom since he's still hurt. And I will also make that a healing spell again so that you get your fast healing back at full 6 rounds available. I think everybody else is probably done by now. I don't remember exactly how many rounds it's been.
Is that it from Demir?
That shall be it.
Clarke.
She will double move to catch up with this devil. Flying diagonally up, so she'll be able to reach 60 foot and right next to it.
Is that it?
Yep.
Alrighty. Crom, you still staying there?
Crom will get up and attempt to shoot his composite longbow at it. So he'll drop the axe and draw his bow as he gets up.
Do you have quick draw?
No, but as part of a movement, you can pick it up, right?
Yeah, no, it's when you move distance, not standing up.
Oh. Okay, guess I can't do that. I've already Hunter's bonded it. I'll still get up.
You can get up and draw the bow, you just won't be able to shoot it.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Alright. Menfa.
From what I saw, my staff did full damage, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Elemental Weapon, make it water, make it into a big old great axe similar to Crumb's wielding. The only difference it makes, it affects the crit range, but it keeps the damage the same. I'm gonna try to attack the imp. Nope,
Definitely not.
that's enough.
Alrighty.
But it's there now.
The Irish girl is going to attempt to acrobatics. What is Clarke's CMD? Is it 27 or 29?
27.
It is successfully going to be able to move. And it will be casting a spell onto Clarke. And it will fumble as it just goes off into the distance. Knife can't particularly do much here. Go to Demir.
Oh boy, I can't really do much here. I am going to cast. If my sheet will let me. Which one is it to get rid of that poison damage that does not
Restore or Restorer?
I'll go ahead and cast that on him.
On who?
On
On Brom? Okay.
Yeah, do I need to roll the d4?
I should have had it in there in brackets, but I will roll it for you.
Nice.
There you go. I've been really lucky with the restore rolls.
Just needing quite a few of them. Clarke?
Shit.
Clarke will use her last remaining mythic point to fleet charge.
You follow and give a hearty slash as you bring back both your blades for another flurry. And with the second weapon attack, that devil will fall to the floor.
That's a lot of damage.
Clarke will slowly descend back to the ground.
Goddamn devils.
As you say that, the other devil will appear.
What happened? Why did they show up?
Same as they have been recently. Through my face hole.
We gotta start doing double watches again with you.
Yeah, but what? Something prompted? Was it?
Just
Why
that
did they appear?
just their normal, hateful existence. They don't like us because of the marks we bear, and they can't really help but do it.
Knife will also wave her hand and dismiss the chocobo.
I think I need to get more of that damn silver bomb stuff that we had before.
Only 2 places to do it. We've been wasting enough time as it is.
I take it you're referring to the Quicksilver.
Aye, that one, the Quicksilver bomb or whatever they called it.
You mostly find that used against, well, demons. That's normally what it was used for. But it should work with devils, nonetheless. It might actually work better for them.
Well, we had some, and we used it, and now we don't have any more, and I don't know where to get it.
That's why we went to Mokta in the first place.
Aye, but do you think they're gonna have any left now once
Well,
it's unpetrified?
No,
They're not gonna have anything.
they also said that the soldiers at the border should have some, right?
You should be able to find some over in Bornstein, I'm pretty sure. The garrisons typically have that kind of stuff on hand.
Well, for now, we're just gonna have to deal with these damn attacks every few nights. Let's get back to our rest so we can get out of here in the morning.
Looking at what kind of situation you're dealing with these things peering out of that moor, seems like I might have had a safer journey on my own.
Could have been attracted to you, could have been attracted to us. No way of knowing.
These aren't the right types to be coming after me. But you never know. That bounty hunter, new infernal tongue, he might be in leagues with them.
I did think that, but not much we can do about it now.
As Crom mentioned, it would be the...
That is
not Crom.
right.
As Demir mentioned, it would be best just to return to sleep and hope we don't get interrupted again.
I could have sworn update that doesn't seem right.
Pretty sure it's the same that I have.
Fair enough. Maybe just wishful thinking.
Why can't I level up?
May I did
Unless
get
we're
crit
both
3
missing
times.
something. Unless we're both missing something.
Nah. Yeah, I guess I'll just like wipe the blood and burn marks off me and try to go back to sleep.
Alright. The party gets back to their bedrolls after cleaning themselves off, and this will go back to sleep.
From the rest of the night's rest, would I have rested that dex damage off?
You would heal 1.
Yep, cool. That's all of it then.
And Clarke is also available to be restored again to get another negative level away.
Get it.
I'm gonna have to use a mythic point for that one, but I will go ahead and do it.
The first time in a long time. I have no conditions.
Alright, after doing that, you summoning up the chocobos, continue on your trek.
Yep, I will go ahead and summon 4 chocobos, and I will cast Mage Armor as well. I always forget that. I need to like make a macro for how much MP I freaking restore in an evening.
Sleeping is your cast level plus your casting modifier.
So 7 plus 5 is 12.
Yes. Good maths.
That's nearly full. And then a -6 or -5. Good job.
Alright. You continue on your travels through the open plains and dirt roads on your way back to Mokta. And I'll need Clarke to roll me a d100, please.
Oh boy.
As you are making your way towards Mokta, you'll come up to another turning in the roads. This one is seemingly moving through Mokta and heading off towards the north point and to the west towards Tinva. As you get to here, however, you all notice that there is quite a large caravan ahead of you and heading in your direction.
Do they have any defining markings at all? Like, are they the Richten army or are they someone else?
As far as you can tell, there is no battle standards, and the carriages themselves seem rather cheap.
No? Got no reason not to stay on the road.
Alright, if the party continues onwards, they will come to the sides and you'll basically pass the caravan as everyone can roll perception. But everyone will easily see that Knife stops and dismounts and goes towards the caravan. Perception will just be for extras.
-2 to -2 this is planes.
Alright, apparently Clarke is not being perceptive today. Demir, Menfa, and Crom, you all notice that these seem to be a large band of commoners. Your best bet is no one here with any real power or money to them. There seems to be around 30 with 6 carriages, as well as the Chocobo seem rather hungry. Many of the villagers are wounded or have pockmarks across their faces and necks. And as Knife is going over, you know that she is casting a spell.
How many hours into the day is this?
This would be 4 hours.
I'll be back up at full.
Meta will follow after Knife.
Same.
If you don't identify the first spell that Knife casts, she will begin talking with some of the commoners who have the worser marks across them. You got no clue?
Not me.
Menfa, you know that she is casting Detect Disease.
Can I make a heal check on these people to see if I can see anything that way?
You certainly can. Alright, as you look over some of these people, you're surprised there are so many that are still able to move, but there are possibly more within the carriages, and you're pretty sure this was a much larger group beforehand, as you can tell that these people have been inflicted with the bubonic plague.
Oh dear.
Knife then begins to cast spells, even though you can hear a lot of the commoners crying out that they don't have anything to pay her with.
Let's see what spell she's casting.
She is casting Cleansed.
Lens. What level spell is that?
Cleanse is 3rd. It cures all diseases.
I don't think I have. I'm sure it's on my spell list, but yeah. Nope. I'll start casting magical cleaning on.
Lights and dirty clothing, so if you use that, it will help stop the spread.
Right, and then every now and then I'll also cast it on everyone in our party so that we're not at risk of catching it either.
I'm not going over there, but feel free.
Am I just going around offering everyone with fresh water because I got nothing else to do?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna bring out my stone bucket and my metal bucket and keep casting.
Warren,
Tree
hole over
Yeah.
here.
I was gonna help, but I guess purify whatever food and drink they have on themselves.
They'll definitely dart towards the free water. And if you offer to purify their stuff, they will show you what food they do have, at which point you can roll heal if you want.
Okay, sure, I guess.
Yeah, to your best knowledge, all of their supplies have been tainted. So them eating it probably made the situation worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna purify all that.
Between the three of us, it's still gonna take a long time to get this done, but over time we'll get it done. How many people at a time does cleanse affect?
1.
Oh. So I guess we'll find out how much MP she has.
Or you won't, because you can see that she is clearly drinking ethers.
Oh, wow, okay.
Is Clarke doing anything, or is she staying back as well? I don't know if Demir even told you that they have bubonic plague or not.
Oh yeah, I would have absolutely told them. And I'll tell both of the melee people that if they're not actively trying to do something to help, to just stay away so that they're not gonna catch it.
Jester? Jester, you're lighting up, but nothing's coming out. I'm pretty sure Crom already said he's staying back. Program seems to be broken. What program? Oh, the RTX voice thing? Oh, yeah. If you just load up again, it should reassign itself. It happens to mine sometimes. I suppose you could always just put Discord back to using your actual microphone. I'm gonna close down these 20 odd tabs I had open.
Is that better?
Oh, I can hear you, you're just quiet.
No, that's because I probably wasn't speaking into it.
Yeah, you just weren't speaking that loud. Okay, you're fine now. Is Clarke helping, or is she staying far back?
What can she do to help?
I mean, Manfred's cleaning anything. Demir's giving water. It's up to you if you want to be trying to feed the people and the chocobos, because the chocobos look emaciated.
Yeah. Clarke will give her 10 to the chocobos.
10 what?
10 to the chocobos. Feed them, look after them, make sure they're okay.
Oh, tend. I thought you said 10 as in the number.
Oh, no.
Alright. Roll me handle animal. The chocobos are kind of scared at your presence, as you look a lot different than their people who are all scaled and pussy. But they don't like run away. You can feel them shaking as you stroke them. But after about an hour's time, with Knife curing them of their diseases, as Mentfor and Demir are purifying and granting food, water, Clarke tending to the animals, and Crom staying far back as to not probably get infected and probably doesn't know if he could do much to help. The caravan is mostly cleared. There are a few people that Knife cannot tend to, but you do see that she is handing one of them a long sliver of what you could assume to be gold. It's not a gold ingot. It just looks like it's some sort of jewelry. And she'll return to the party.
Did you get them all, Knife?
I got most, but some are needing some longer-term care. They should be fine when they reach Tinva.
Alright. Let's keep going to Mokta then.
Plenty of time left in the day to keep on moving.
I'll go ahead and give every one of us a last magical cleaning to get anything that we might have gathered up onto us. I'll even give one to Crom as well, even though he was staying back, just as a precaution.
Alrighty. You then spend the rest of the day moving before you settle down for camp. As you get another jump of 4 hours clear mind. Does the party do anything particular before they go to sleep?
I'm gonna look through my bags and see if I still have any of that salve, which I don't believe I do.
No, you both had 2 doses, and you both used the 2 doses.
Okay.
Clarke will just pluff up her pillow a little bit before laying down. Are we scavenging for food, cooking food?
Crom will go and have a look. But yeah, I have no method of setting traps, I have no magical alarms, I have nothing really, unfortunately.
Gathering around for food, you're able to hunt down quite a few rabbits to bring in for the party. Knife will again move her sleeping bag a good few feet away from the rest of the party.
Before he goes to bed, Demir is gonna actually take some time to whisper a prayer to the closest being he's ever seen to an actual deity, and he's gonna whisper a prayer to the Void Dragon, asking for patience and the ability to make it to a place where we can get rid of these curses that we have.
Are you being quiet about this, or are people going to be hearing you?
I'm not speaking out loud. I might mutter a little bit, but I'm not trying to hide it in particular, but I'm taking it's like a personal moment, and like any sort of prayer, it's not like I'm not like shouting it to the heavens. I'm not like speaking in a conversational tone. It'd be like to myself, basically. But I'm directing it at the Void Dragon. I don't know if they could even hear me or not.
Well, you'll get the same amount of response from most deities, which will be nothing. And it's up to any of the other characters if they're going to notice this.
I mean, if he's not being vocal about it.
Nope, got no reason to.
Yeah, no.
All right. And if nothing else happens through
Something else
this
happens.
night... Oh, okay.
Well, first of all, as we prepare our food, is anyone planning on sharing with Knife? Because if it doesn't look like it, Menta's gonna like ask if they could have a share tonight as well.
And even though it's a terrible role, you're still better than like people who've never cooked in their life. You're still better than them, but you're definitely not chef status.
Not this time, at least. Clarke was always taught by her mum to not leave people starving, so Clarke would not deny, regardless of who they were, any food. But if Mentha would like to take the food over to her, Clarke's more than happy for her to do that.
Yeah, that was what Menta was gonna do.
Are we supplementing our rations, or are we just using ration or the stuff that Mentha and Krom brought back?
I think we got enough from the survival.
Yeah, you got enough from survival. You don't need to use rations.
Then Menta's gonna go over to Knife and look for her bowl.
And what is this for?
Well, it's food. People need to eat, I understand.
People from this plane, yes. The devils only typically eat for pleasure.
I mean, I get that I don't need to eat myself, but should try it. Miss Clarke's cooking is really good.
Is this meant to be a reward for what I've done today? Didn't get any the other night?
Well, not a reward, but maybe an apology.
What in particular?
For asking you to be in this position. I really appreciate that you're helping us. And where we're going to. I understand that we kind of put you in a tough position by asking.
It was more like it would be an apology on Zilken's half. He's the one who's asked me, not you.
Well, we're still the ones who collected on that.
It's not every day a middleman decides that what they're doing is wrong or right. They just do the job.
Still, I'm sorry that we made you uncomfortable.
There wasn't going to be much way around it. Those taints you have amongst you, and definitely the actions and words that come from everyone, would have been so much nicer if we all just thought we were all humanoids.
Well,
She reaches out and takes the bowl from you.
Well, there is more to it than just duty, isn't there? With the way you helped the caravan earlier today.
Yes, you're right. Even humanoids can be mean to other humanoids. That caravan was forced out of their home since they were the first to show the signs. But since they've left, well, I'm not going to be able to go to where they came from and heal the others. And they didn't want to tell me where they came from either, so they've killed their previous neighbors. Hell, even the people in Poyne saw someone casting magic and wanted to oust me for it. I suppose it'll just come down to experience rather than what we look like then. If only I could burn all the books to deal with my kind.
Yeah, I know it isn't really my place, but I'm kind of glances over their shoulder and make sure to speak a bit more quietly. I'm sorry for Grum's behalf as well. I know he can be stubborn, but he's got a good heart. He's just stuck in his own ways.
He might have had a good heart at one point, but I can tell it has been tainted over time. The things he has been forced to do and the things he has chosen to do. We'll see if it becomes fully pure once again.
I hope so.
Knife will go into her bag, pull out a cylindrical container and pass it to you. Since we're sharing food, you can have this.
What's this?
You don't eat, but most vegetation loves their liquids. That is highly concentrated orange juice.
Oh, thank you.
She then just starts eating the stew.
So we'll just stand there for a few seconds and she would take a seat, like, not next to her, just keep, comfort zone, but take out their water skin and put a little bit of the juice in there and fill it with water. And drink while she eats.
It is incredibly sweet, and you're pretty sure you could have diluted it a bit more because it's very strong. But it's up to you if Menfa really likes strong orange juice.
I mean, it's probably been a while since they've even had juice. But yeah, like at some point, once they're drank enough, they'll refill the water skin to dilute it a bit more and keep drinking. But eventually they will like rejoin the main party. Don't want to bother Knife too much.
Does anyone do anything else? Anyone notice Mentha leave for a bit?
Mentha wasn't being settled about it. And I don't think Knife is like that far away.
No.
So yeah, could easily see them hanging out with Knife for a bit.
Yeah. Crom's probably, if he's seeing everyone kind of doing their own thing, will move away from the fire a bit.
After Mentha comes back, Demir will eventually walk on over to Knife and ask her a couple questions. Knife,
Aren't I popular tonight? You know, I didn't do what I did today just to be talked to all night.
well, that wasn't my intention. I noticed that the spell that you are using is one that I can learn. If you have the time and the willingness, I would like to learn it.
We don't exactly have many more hours of the night. You wanting to spend some time in Mokta? I could teach you it before you leave.
If we have time, I'd like to take the time to do that.
Are you sure your friends won't be worried I'm teaching you devil magic?
Well, I know that Mentha will not think that that's the case because they can obviously see that you're teaching me the spell that you were using today. The rest will just have to take my word for it, and the fact that I'll be able to cast it after you teach it to me. When they'll be able to see the spell that I have when I cast it.
I'm sure it's piss off Crom to no end seeing you cast the spell I taught you. If only to antagonize him a bit further, sure.
Well, it'll be really helpful when he comes down with the plague as well.
All the better.
Not that I think that that's going to happen. As you saw from today, I can help keep us clean and free of pests and parasites.
That I did. I also noticed that Crom was the only one to not offer a hand in aid. He is quite the oddball of your group. He seems more akin to killing anything that doesn't see to his eye. As of yes of you, opened up your arms and hands to everyone that's come along our path.
Well,
He even threatened the man who was just hunting criminals.
Crom's had a lot of bad things happen to him, and he hasn't come to terms with them yet. And he's very distrustful to begin with.
And his distrust almost killed him today. It was hard enough trying to cast spells on him when he was conscious.
Aye. But we kept him alive. That's all that we can ask.
For now. But he better know in the future, even if he is to sacrifice himself, if he is dead, who's going to protect the ones he was protecting?
Aye. On that note, in the future, I'll try to take care of all the healing as much as possible if you want to focus on doing other magical stuff that you do.
Well, to my knowledge, we'll be practicing ways when we reach Mokta. Wouldn't be much more healing for me to give unless it's been invaded by some other monster.
Well, we still got a little bit of traveling to do tomorrow. We'll see what that brings.
That we do.
Alright, good night.
Good night, Demir. Is Clarke gonna have a heart-to-heart?
No. I'll let them rest. She's had a lot of visitors.
Alrighty. If there is nothing else, the day will pass into the next with no interruptions in your sleep. And on this day, the people who did equip the Rings of Sustenance, I think it was everyone besides Crom, they are now active. So you only need 2 hours of sleep, and you don't need food or water besides pleasure.
I put one on.
There was one person who didn't.
It's in my inventory.
Is it in your ring slot, though?
Yeah, ring slot 1.
Pretty sure we all put them on.
I'm pretty sure we all put them on. I think you, Mentha might have said maybe I don't need it, but then you were like, oh no, wait, it would help for.
Yeah,
sleep
you
and
still have
stuff.
to sleep, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you have
pretty
it
sure
on.
we all put them on.
Alright, if everybody has one, they're all active. Just double check your equipment that they're actually equipped, and I'm not gonna be giving you things you don't need.
Definitely got it.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else for a ring anyways.
I guess we don't need rations or cooked food anymore.
Need? No.
Want? Yes.
You wouldn't want rations because they are just hardtack stuff. They're worse than jerky, depending on your taste of jerky, but
I mean,
I'm not sure if you go out your way to eat it. Huh?
I'm talking about my cooking. Everyone wants my
Yeah,
cooking.
I'm saying the cooking is fine. The cooking will have taste to it. The rations, on the other hand, they're not exactly something you'd be dying for.
No, but if we get dispelled or something like that, we're gonna need them. And we have them.
Indeed, if you ever get that ring taken off of you.
We could always lose
Alrighty.
it.
Yeah, could lose the hand, then the ring with it just goes down into the river. With your rest done, it'll take you another 2.5 hours to reach Mokta.
I will go ahead and do the same as I have been doing, casting Mount and Mage Armor.
Yeah, I've got to go in a sec, so I don't know if you want to just let Crom do whatever you guys
We
do.
can end as you reach the outskirts of Mokta.
To be fair, it's not like he's probably not going to be doing much anyway. I'm just saying if you want to take him and you guys want to crack on, that's fine.
There will be things that will involve Crom.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll say
Finish
we will
there.
end at the exterior of Mokta. What are you saying, Jester?
Just saying I'm happy for it to end here if we need to.
Yeah, that's fine.
So do.
Alright, we will end the session as you're just on the exterior of Mokta, outside of the barrier.
Thanks for the session. See you guys soon.
Bye.
It should be next week as